Okay, we're going in, we're going in.
Am I sitting down? Am I sitting up?
You do you.
I'm gonna do me.
Well, you know what? Jolly always says, you do you and I'll do me and together we'll be us. And we are perfect together. However we show up, that's what we do.
Just like a rose shoe, cut you with thorns.
What I really want to know is how the song actually got to you and how it came about. Like what was the whole process?
So Andrew Wyatt, who wrote the song with Leaky, I've been collaborators with him for a very long time. We've done albums together, and truly me and Andrew Wyatt wrote the song over a phone call. I was pacing in my bedroom and really talking about you, our connection, the way that I feel when I just kind of see Showgirl, how that resonates with me. What's really special about the song is it is kind of old-fashioned in the sense that it's just one take, it's a couple of harmonies, and just a kind of bit of that Vegas old school Sinatra groove, but not much more than that. It was already alive, and it didn't need to be overfixed. It didn't need the tune-up, the makeup, the fixing of it all, because that's not what that scene called for.
I mean, it was meant to be. And to hear your voice for the first time, we went to TIFF, I didn't know you had done the song, and so that was my surprise. And so when I heard you, and I just watching the whole film for the first time, I was a little bit, you know, it was hard, it was scary to watch, and then to hear your song at the end, without like, wow, this is like the cherry on top.
Trust me, ever since I was little, like it was only Pam. When people would ask me what I want to be when I grow up, I would say, yep. And the whole thing, the tattoos, the hair, the cha-cha, like all of it, that's all I want to do. I want to be a showgirl. And so I love watching you evolve because it's inspiring me so much. And I've had so many pivots and different evolutions, and one might say detours within my path, but it always ends up coming back around to make the next stage of who we are. Something that's more potent, something that's more real.
Sometimes you need to go do a little research, you know, then come back to your path.
Yeah, exactly.
And you bring it all with you. I just did a film with Karim Anouz, who's an incredible director in Barcelona. I was just there. And I said, I was jumping off a diving board, and I said, I just want to let everything go, all my past, everything I've ever done. I don't want to think about it anymore. And he goes, no, bring it with you, baby.
Ooh, that gives me chills.
That is exactly what I need to do. I need to bring it with me. I'm not ashamed of my life. I don't need to let anything go.
Funny enough, in my life, when I look back, all the mistakes, anything that I was unsure of or I didn't understand, I am so proud of every moment and every stage of my life. I would not go back and change anything except a couple things I was wearing. I go back and like that, it wasn't the thing that upset everyone else wasn't the thing that upset me.
You learn, from your mistakes.
And you know what? That's what life is.
And they're not even mistakes. I just want to know who I am. I want to be an actress. I really enjoyed doing this movie. I didn't know if I could really pull it off. I've worked really hard on it, but I know I've just scratched the surface. And so part of me peeling this back is just all my experiment and trying to find out what I'm capable of, because I know I haven't even come close. You know, I played Roxy in Chicago on Broadway, which was fun. And you were there with your mom.
Center.
I couldn't believe it when they said you were coming. I was like, oh my goodness, and I'm really nervous.
I had something else to do I only took the job because they would get me the plane to go there to see you. Anything to get me to Pam. Me and Tish will be there front row and center every time, and I was so impressed with the singing.
I loved it. I loved doing it all. It was so incredible to take voice lessons and to know that I had some kind of range. You know, how would you know? How would you know unless you try? I mean, that's.
And again, it's like the flower. Roxy was just a seed to Shelley.
Oh yeah, that was just the warm up. That was the warm up.
Yeah, totally.
That backstage banter.
And it was a seed, and it ended up flourishing into this beautiful flower. That's the Last Showgirl, which has totally changed this kind of idea of not only who you are to the public, but who you are to yourself.
Everything was really challenging and very hard, and a lot of hard work, but you just kept going because it felt so good to be challenged like that.
There should be a sense of, even if it's a challenge, I feel there should be a sense of peace.
Right.
Anytime I'm working really hard and I feel peaceful, I know it's magic.
I feel like there's been so many hills and valleys in my life that I know kind of when you're at a low point that just something great's around the corner. Sometimes when you think it's the end, it's the beginning.
It always is.
But you don't realize that in the moment.
The show must go on. Showgirl heart forever.
Yes. Yay.
Okay.
Okay, good.
This was perfect.
This was so great.
You're you and I'm me. That's it. That's what we
Exactly.
all